idea, again, of helping students organize new information for themselves in their own neural networks. We cannot organize it for them. They have to create the organizational structures themselves. And providing them with a partial frame to fill out actually can really help them be effective in doing so. So as we think about, let's see, sorry, I'm just checking my notes. As we think about how students can, structure this kind of learning, it's about helping them to generate ideas, to write their own questions, to answer them for themselves. And now I think we can move quickly on to what we can do with AI to do some of these ideas. We can ask ChatGPT, which oftentimes I honestly think about as being kind of like a student worker or a teaching assistant. It helps me to think about it. Ask ChatGPT to create multiple case studies so that students can reference current events while they're practicing applying new concepts. We can also ask Google Notebook LM is a fascinating tool. If you haven't yet come across it, boy, it is mind-blowing. And one of the things that you can do with Google Notebook LM is to create a study guide with a click of a button. So all you do is upload your own materials, your own PowerPoints, your own lecture notes, and that way you are, again, ensuring the quality of the information. So Google LM can provide really great study guides as well. And Sean, I'm going to turn this back over to you to talk to us about how we can scaffold this learning experience for our students.
Great, thank you. So we talked about the hooks, bringing learning to life, and having our students actively engaged. The next thing we want to look at is how do we scaffold learning. And I think of scaffolding like on a building. It's not meant to stay there forever. It's meant to hold the structure up while you're working on it. And that's really what an instructor in a classroom does. We help our learners scaffold learning. So what is this? Well, what scaffolding learning does is we first of all try and understand what our students currently know about a topic so that we can build on that learning. I know sometimes I expect my students to know things that they don't. When they come in, they forgot, they haven't retained it in their long-term memory. I can't build on something that they don't understand. It's breaking really complex learning down into smaller chunks so that it's manageable, the learning is manageable. And another example is grouping students together to work on tasks and support each other. For those of you that have studied scaffolding, you probably are familiar with the idea that the instructor does it, the class does it, the group does it, and then the student does it. That's what scaffolding learning is. And why do we do this? Well, here's what the research says. And by the way, we've used about 25 sources for this presentation. There is a full works cited at the end, and you'll also get a handout with all of these. But here's what the research